Hi Cameron James subscribers and welcome back to the channel. My name's Dominic, CEO and founder here at Cameron James. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about, can you take your 25% PCLS from your final salary or defined benefit pension scheme? Okay, so the simple answer to this is yes, but it's a lot more complicated than that. Taking your 25% PCLS from your final salary or DB scheme is much more complicated than taking it from your defined contribution or your SIPP scheme. So you have SIPP and DC over here and final salary and slash DB over here. The reason it's much more complicated is, as you'll know, inside a DC scheme or inside a SIPP, you have a defined amount that the pension is worth. And as such, you have a defined 25% PCLS. If your SIPP is worth £1 million, your PCLS is worth £250,000. Very simple mathematics. Inside a DB scheme or final salary scheme, it's not that simple. It will depend upon a range of different factors, and the amount that you receive will be somewhere approximate to 25%, but it is normally a little bit less than 25% because of the calculations and the actual calculations which are done. As you will know, if you've had any contact with your final salary scheme, you will know that you have an estimated value of that pension pot, or a CETV, a cash equivalent transfer value. Say the cash equivalent transfer value is £1 million. This will actually change on a day-by-day basis. If you've already obtained your cash equivalent transfer value, it is fixed for a period of 3 months for you to go through your FCA DB report process in order to attain that transfer. We have a lot of videos on FCA DB advice process, so you can follow those on the channel. But in this video, we're just talking about the PCLS element. So a lot of my clients also ask me, Dominic, could I take my 25% PCLS from my final salary scheme and then transfer it with you guys? Now, I think the main reason people do this is because they think, I want to reduce my costs. If I could take 25% out of the pot already, I then wouldn't have to pay Cameron James a percentage for transferring that amount. No, it doesn't quite work like that. If you start taking income from your final salary scheme, in nearly all instances, you would then have to take the drawdown or the annuity from your normal retirement age of either 60 or 65. So that brings us on to another important point, because the question that we got from clients is, can I take the PCLS from my DB scheme at the age of 55? The answer is, I would say 99.99% of the time, no, because the normal retirement age on a final salary DB scheme is either 60 or 65. In some rare instances, it might be 60 or 63, but those are the parameters. So it's ironic, final salary schemes or DB pension schemes, gold-plated schemes, do not follow UK guidelines on pension freedom rules, which said that everyone should be able to access their pension from the age of 55. So yes, they're great schemes. Yes, they're gold-plated, but they don't even give you as much flexibility as having your own independent SIPP, which you can open up with a range of different providers. So if you want to access your 25% PCLS before the age of 60 or 65 inside your defined benefit scheme, you need to complete a final salary pension transfer either to a SIPP or to a QROP. The only time we would recommend a QROP is if you're based in Europe and you have significant assets which are approaching your lifetime allowance. That is the only option to attain your 25%. My question to clients whenever they want to take their 25% is, do you need to take this money from your UK pension? A lot of people think, oh, now I've reached the age of 55, inside my SIPP, I can take 25% tax-free. Great, but it will still be there next year. At age 56, 57, 60, 61, up until the age of 65, you can take that 25% PCLS. So my advice would always be draw down from other assets first and leave the pension, the UK pension invested, because that 25% will grow over the course of time. If your pension pot is worth 1 million and it can grow at 10%, you then got 1.1 million. The 25% of 1.1 million tax-free is obviously going to be greater than the amount before. So if you think over the course of 10 years, if you could grow your pot between 5 to 10% growth per annum, you would almost double your PCLS over the course of a 10-year period. So I hope that's useful, guys. If any of you have any more questions about PCLS, defined benefit schemes, please comment below. And if you have any specific videos you'd like me to do, I quite like it when we have shout outs for videos because it gives me sort of new ideas of content to do. So feel free to put them below. And obviously, if you want to talk to us, get in touch on the website for a free initial consultation and a free advice report. And don't forget to subscribe below, guys, to see more interesting videos like this and to keep the channel going. Thank you very much and goodbye.